Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Recha Kodash, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, and honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and other like-minded elders in Israel that teach well, by whom I learn this truth, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Shalom, wa Barakim, unto the hope for the elect house of David. Salutation to you, Akim, that are laboring, ministering week in, week out, making your bodies a living sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. Right, this is the brother Daniel Allah, back with a quick hit, exhortation through the spirit. The Lord willing, the lesson is edifying, exhorting, and comforting. Right, and hey, it's a waiting game, man. You know, it's a waiting game, and patience, as we know, is one of the key components. Right, one of the most vital things that we need in order to endure unto the end. Right, which allows us to be able to wait, which we're commanded to wait all throughout the scriptures. Right, and the main thing that we're waiting for is salvation, among many other things that encompass our salvation, right? And we're waiting for the Lord's return, right? We're waiting for the return of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who the world ignorantly called Jesus the Christ, right? He was a so-called black man according to the Holy Bible, right? From the tribe of Judah, and he is our king, man. He's our king, he's our big brother, and we're patiently awaiting his arrival, right? Which coincides with the destruction of America, which is, otherwise known as Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right? So it's a waiting game, man. It's a waiting game. So I want to bring out a few verses, and again, Lord willing, is edifying, exalting, and comforting. So I'll start here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 18. It says, "And therefore will her other one wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For her other one Yahweh is the power of judgment, and blessed are all they that wait for him." Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, by the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." So, like I say, it's a waiting game. Because part of the vision, right, or the visions, because the vision encompasses many visions, speaking about the prophecies. And again, the main prophecy that we're waiting for, the saints of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are waiting for, is salvation, is the return of Yahweh Shai, right? And it says, "Blessed are all they that wait for him." And the ones that are going to wait for him are the elect, the 144,000, right? 12,000 men from each tribe of the nation of Israel, right? The innumerable multitude, right? The mixed multitude consisting of Israelite men, women, and children, man. Right? We're the ones that are patiently waiting on the arrival of our king, man. And it says, "Blessed are they." Right? And one of the reasons that we are blessed is because we believe the word of the Heavenly Father, man. Who Yahweh Shai is, the word of the Heavenly Father, right? And that's our wisdom. That's our understanding, right? That's our stability, right? Which is going to enable us to what? To remain patient and continue to wait on the Lord, man, till he arrive. And it's not far off. Like I said, man, the vision is speaking, right? And it's not tarrying, right? The Heavenly Father is speeding up the days for the elect's sake, right? So that day is not tarrying, man. The Lord's en route. The Lord's en route. Let's put it like that, right? So all we have to do, which is pretty simple, when you really meditating on it, the scriptures speak about the simplicity that is in Hamashiach, right? And we're just commanded to wait, man, and remain faithful in hope whilst waiting. Psalms 37 verse 7, it says, "Rest in Ha'adawan Yahweh, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." speaking about Esau Edom, right? The so-called white man, or the devil the Bible speaks of, right? The great deceiver. And we're not meant to fret because right now he's still prospering to some degree, right? But we're meant to rejoice in the fact that we got next, you know? The kingdom of heaven is being established right now as we speak, right? The tabernacle of David is being resurrected right now as we speak, man. The elect are being sealed, right? Making way, what? Ushering in and making way for the Lord's return, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So again, we haven't got a fret because of the wicked, right, that are prospering in their ways right now, right? Bringing their wicked devices to pass. Speaking about that MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, right? The RFID microchip. And these devils are getting ready to push that and mandate that worldwide, man. Right? And even through all of that, we have to remain faithful and wait, man. And wait. Right? Lamentations 3:25. It says, how the one is good unto them that wait for him. So the only way that you can please the Heavenly Father, we know, is by faith, right? Because without faith, it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father. And the faithful are going to what? They're going to remain patient. And in turn, they're going to be willing to wait, man. You know, because why? Because they believe. They can see the things that are afar off. And that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, the fact that what we believe, what we know, right, is to come, right? We believe that so much is that we're willing to wait. And it always reminds me, you know, the elder apostles, our great millstone, you know, who've been waiting for 30, 40 years, man. And even when you think about it in a more spiritual way, those that have followed the Lord in the regeneration, speaking about the apostles, the disciples, right, the prophets of old, they've been waiting lifetime after lifetime, right? The dead in Hamashiach, they've been waiting, you know. So it says, read it again. It says, how the one Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, to them that seeketh him. It says, it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Ha'adawan Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. Right? So not only are we waiting, right, but quietly, it says, right, patiently. And it's only wisdom and understanding that's going to enable a man or woman to do so, man. Knowing that, there's a time and a season to all things, right? That the vision speaking loud and clear, right? Because those that are waiting are on their watch, man. Those that are waiting are measuring the time, and everything according to biblical prophecy is falling perfectly into place, man. And that brings us comfort. That brings us solace, man. That brings us a level of peace, And this is more proof that, that the saints are back on the scene today, man. Right? And that's proven by, first of all, the faith that we see, right? The truth being spread throughout the four corners, which is the gospel, right? The faith that's being shown by the men that are pushing the word in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. The small amount of women believers, right? So on and so forth, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, right? But through it all, man, we just gotta wait, man. We just gotta wait. All the people of our nation that are impatient, they ain't gonna be able to receive this. Roughly paraphrasing, precept says, woe unto them that have lost patience. Meaning that they didn't really truly believe in the first place. Because either they're trying to rush the process or act like the process ain't happening at all. There's two ways to lose patience, man. Either you just give up or you're trying to rush the process. And this is why we trust and believe that everything is in the Lord's time. And that's another great show or sign of faith. When you do wait patiently, quietly, right? Not murmuring, and that's not to say from time to time we can't be frustrated and get disgruntled, but nonetheless, we understand everything in the Heavenly Father's time is perfect. And all things must come to pass before all the main prophecies must come to pass before the Lord's return, right? We just stepped into Jacob's trouble. Again, the mark of the beast to come, right? Right? We got, to patiently wait and see the downfall of Esau Edom and its detestable kingdom, right? The downfall and destruction of America, right? So let me bring these last few out. Because it's just a quick hit in the spirit, man. Because I was just meditating on waiting on the Lord, man. While the rest of our people are waiting for their captors to save them, right? You waiting on the devil to save you, man. And that's a recipe for disaster. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 27, verse 18. It said, "Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored." That's right, man. So again, it's about biding the time, right? Long suffering, patience, man, right? Just like a husbandman that's tending to his crops, right? After he's planted the seeds, right? He has to wait for the certain seasons to pass to what? To collect the increase, man. To draw in the yield of the crops. And that requires patience. And it's the same thing with us, right? We got to continually be on our watch and continue to wait in the hope that the Lord's return is imminent, man. So again, it says, "Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof." That's right, man. It says, "So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored." And ultimately, the elect will be honored, man. We're just hoping, Adawan Ratazar, that we're of that number, right? We're hoping that we're of the honorable. But right now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're showing ourselves forth to be honorable by keeping the faith, by continuing to wait. And we just hope the Heavenly Father keep that spirit on us, man. Again, Adawan Ratazar. Right, this is Psalms 52:9. It says, "I will praise thee forever because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints." That's right, man. And we're waiting before the name Yahweh, right? Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. In the name of Yahweh Shai, right? It says, "And we will praise thee forever because thou hast done it," man. And the Lord's already done it. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. The battle's already won. The victories, the Lord got the victory. Hey, Akia, man. Hey, Akwaf, we got the victory, man. Hey, Abaratazar, that number, man. The Lord conquered death 2,000, nearly 3,000 years ago, man. He got the victory. We're just playing it out right now. So all we need to do is just wait. That's all we need to do is wait, man. We keep up with our end of the bargain, and the Heavenly Father is not unrighteous to reward us, man, if we continue to wait and endure. So it says, "And I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints." That's right. It's good before the saints, man, because this is what the saints are patiently waiting for, man. The downfall of America, again, salvation, man, forgiveness of sins, peace, man. No more pain. But until that time comes, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. And I hope that the Heavenly Father continues to keep us patient, man, and increase our faith. So not only that, that we can continue to wait, but wait patiently, cheerfully, before the Lord's return, man. Because, like I say, it's not far off. It's not far off, man. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. So, quick hit in the spirit, Lord willing, edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And then to the next one, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Recha Kodash, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.